Hello and welcome to my large family homeschool mom morning in the life. I'm Ashley and I have 10 children and we've been homeschooling since the very beginning. So this morning we are going to go ahead and get started. I have my breakfast cooking right now. I like to eat a quick breakfast before the children so that I can use their breakfast time to do our Christian studies portion of our morning and our Bible stuff. So I go ahead and eat before they do. Right now they're all playing outside. They get up at about 7:30 in the morning and they're allowed to come down at 7:30. If they wake up earlier than that, then they just have to play quietly in their beds. But at 7:30, my younger kids come downstairs and they're all outside playing right now. So I'm going to give them probably another 10 minutes. And then I'm going to call them in and have them start working on math while I make their breakfast. And then we'll sit down and we'll really start our day. I like to, before I come downstairs, I like to go ahead and get ready for my day. I like to have on presentable clothes. I just saw, it's October here, and I just saw on Facebook, I think it was, you know how they have those Spirit of Halloween costume things, and they've been making memes about them and putting different things on them. So I saw one yesterday, which it actually made me really sad. It was for the homeschool mom, and it was things like messy bun, pajama pants, hasn't washed her hair in 5 days. It was all of this really slouchy stuff, and it made me so sad. I know that there are homeschool moms that have a whole lot on their plate right now, but I've always strived throughout the years to not be a hot mess mom. And so for me, that means getting up, getting myself presentable, getting myself to the point where I wouldn't be embarrassed if a friend stopped by unexpectedly. And that's kind of the state that I try to keep the house in too. I wouldn't be embarrassed by it. So I feel like for my kids, it presents a better, mom is taking this seriously when I have clothes on and when I smell nice and when I have some makeup on. So for me, I always try to come downstairs ready for the day and looking like I mean business, and looking like what I'm getting ready to do is really important to me, because it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my breakfast and then call the kids in to start working on their math until it's time for them to eat their breakfast. Okay, so this is my breakfast. It is a whole wheat English muffin toasted, a slice of pepper jack cheese split across the two halves, and then a fried egg on top. So this is what I have basically every morning. It keeps me full until lunchtime and is pretty well balanced. So this is what I'll be eating. Okay, so the kids' apple strudel bread that I got from Aldi yesterday in my grocery haul, they're each getting a piece of that, buttered. So that's in the toaster right now. And I'm gonna go ahead, hi George. I'm gonna go ahead and dish up their yogurt. So Greek yogurt, vanilla. They'll each get some of this for some protein and a glass of milk for breakfast. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. so our morning Bible time, we always start off by reading the proverb of the day. So today's October 30th, so we'll be reading Proverbs chapter 30. And then we go over the children's shorter catechism. The kids are memorizing that. I think we're up to question 80-ish. So we work on a new one and then we do some review of that. And then we use Memoria Press curriculum, and they have the Christian Studies series. We did Christian Studies 1 last year, and this year we're doing Christian Studies 2, which covers the rise and fall of Israel through the period of the prophets. So we do a lesson here each, one lesson per week. And then the reading is from the Golden Children's Bible, which this is a great children's Bible because it's not really paraphrased. It's taken from the King James Version, and it's actually pretty close to the original text, but it does explain things a little bit for the children. So this is what we work on. We also work on scripture memorization during this time period. So the kids will be eating while I am doing this with them, and then we do our morning chores. Okay, all of the kids are doing their morning chores now. I have one kid who unloads the dishwasher, another gets it loaded up for breakfast dishes. I have a 2-child team. They get all the dishes cleared off the table, and then one of them wipes the table and sweeps. And then I have another child who collects all of the laundry and gets it down to me in the laundry room, which is where I am. Another child collects all of the bathroom and bedroom trashes every day, and then also goes out to my husband's office and gets his trash. And I usually, as long as I have time, I come out here to the laundry room and get at least one load of laundry folded, get the laundry running for the day, things like that. And then I also, before I get started on school, I need to feed my sourdough starter. Hopefully I can remember to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead now and get the laundry room running and under control until, basically I just do it until everyone's done with their chores. And then we go in and we get started on the rest of our school day. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so it looks like I only have a basket of towels to fold. So I'm gonna actually show you a couple things with my laundry that I've been doing lately that I've really been enjoying. I always like to hear what other people are doing with their laundry because I'm a dork like that. But these are the products that I've been using lately that I really, really love. Okay, so you may have just seen me filling up my detergent container. I've been using this Molly's Suds laundry powder, and this is actually the orange scent. This is a really good, safe cleaner. No dyes, no formaldehyde, no petrochemicals, no phosphates, optical brighteners, or something I can't pronounce. They use essential oil to scent this, and it smells really, really, really nice. It's not a chemical smell at all. It does leave your laundry smelling faintly of the of orange when it's done. But then I've been using, so these are Molly's Suds dryer sheets. Now this is the lavender scent because I thought it would be neat to have like an orange lavender combo. These don't really, they smell okay, but they don't really leave any sort of scent whatsoever, but they are good for fabric softening. Now let me show you the one thing that we absolutely love. Okay, so Trader Joe's has these reusable lavender dryer bags. Now this is just a sachet basically of, and it has lavender buds in it, and you put this in your dryer with your wet clothes and you dry it. The combination of this plus the orange powder, it ends up smelling so nice, and it does actually linger. So I used these for about 2 months, and then I stopped because I was like, well, you know, that's a little bit extravagant just for some smell. Because I think the bags are like $4.99, and you get approximately 40 dryer loads out of those. So anyway, I stopped using them. But the other day, my husband and I were at Trader Joe's, and he actually said to me, why don't you buy those anymore? I like those a lot better than the dryer sheets you've been using. It smelled so nice. So I was like, oh my goodness, he actually noticed. I thought that I was the only one that noticed, but he did. He noticed. So we went ahead and got another box, and I'm going to be using these now probably until forever, or until Trader Joe's decides that people love them too much and they need to take it out of the line. So anyway, these are fantastic. The combination of the lavender bags and the orange essential oil, it is just absolutely delightful. It does end up staying, the scent does stay for a little bit, and it makes it fantastic. So I've also been using just vinegar in the wash, in the fabric softener container, just to help with the cleaning. I usually just buy the store brand, but they were out, so I had to buy the expensive stuff. But that is my laundry combination right now, and it's working really, really nicely. Okay, so I wanted to tell you something. When I was growing up, my mom used these towel bath mats. They're, you know, perfectly sized. They're the same size as a regular bath mat, but they're just towels. When I got married, I was like, oh, I want to buy the pretty bath mats, you know, the nice thick ones. So I did, and everything was fine until probably just like the last I don't know, maybe like the last 6 months, maybe even longer, I don't really know. I started noticing that the bath mats are getting really gross, and even if I wash them weekly, which I have one washer and one dryer, and there are 12 people here. I really don't have time to run a load of bath mats every week. Even if I did that, they were still getting like gross. In terms of just so many people using them, and so they would just get gross. And so I remembered that my mom always used these towel bath mats. So I went on Amazon and I looked, and I bought a 6-pack of these little towels. It's so nice because, I mean, you could literally use one a day and keep everything really nice and clean and sanitary, adding one extra half-size towel to my laundry every day, or I guess 2 for the 2 bathrooms that have showers. That's not a big deal. Like, I can totally handle that. So I'll put the link in the description, but if you're having trouble with your bath mats, if they're getting grody, give these a shot, because this is just a really, you know, and if they don't get dirty, you can just hang it over the shower curtain to dry or whatever. But my mom knew best all along. I should have just been using these. So I'll leave the link for these in the description. Big pile of laundry for you.
Yeah, I know.
That's fine. Thank you. Okay, the laundry is folded and the washing machine is going. I need to go ahead and feed my sourdough starter. I've wiped down the counters for the kitchen, so it's relatively clean. I have some stuff on the island that I need to take care of in the afternoon, but for now it is good enough. So let me show you a quick sweep of the kitchen, and then we will feed the sourdough starter and get started with the rest of school. Okay, counters are mostly clear and they're wiped down. That is my banana peel water for my plants. And dishes are done. Clara made me a little bit more coffee. Over here is where I'm gonna have to, I have several boxes for a catering job I have this weekend. So I need to take care of those. I need to get the flour put away, some papers, my clutch purse from church yesterday. So I need to do some reckoning here, but we got to get started with the schoolwork. So that's going to have to wait. Let's do the starter and get started. Okay. I've been putting a muslin towel over it because I've got a few fruit flies that I'm trying to eradicate. So I'm going to scoop some of this out and then we'll feed the rest. Okay, I'm just gonna do 100 grams of flour today. And I need to get to Restaurant Depot to get another 50-pound bag of flour, because I actually have been buying flour at the store for the last few weeks, which is not good. I like to buy the King Arthur all-purpose at Restaurant Depot because I can get 50 pounds for about $20, and it's a really good high quality flour. but my Walmart has actually been out of all-purpose, or not all-purpose, out of King Arthur. So I actually had to buy a white lily. And it's just so expensive when you buy it in 5-pound bags. So anyway, Ryan's gonna try to get over there for me this week to get me some more. Okay, that looks good. That should make it nice and happy. That's what it looks like after it's been fed. Now I'm just gonna tie this towel back on. And later today I'm gonna pour some more boiling water down my drain to try and get rid of the fruit flies. But for now, I can just do this. Okay, there we go. I'll just let that sit over there and do its thing. Okay, I'm gonna call the kids in and we're gonna get started. Okay, we finally made it to the schoolroom and now we're going to start our morning recitation time. We always start that out with Pledge of Allegiance and a prayer, and then we go over the art, famous paintings, and then we go ahead and practice recitation for the day. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. Okay, let's go ahead. Oremus. Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labor and not to ask for reward. Save that and knowing I am doing your will through Christ our Lord. Amen. Okay, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, and I will hide its words in my heart, that I might not sin against God. Okay, so these are our art cards, and the kids learn a new one each week. They learn what the painting is called and who it is painted by, and then which art period it comes from. So we're gonna go ahead and go over that, and then we're gonna start on our weekly recitation. Okay, so our morning recitation time, I'm doing it for 2nd grade, 5th grade, and 7th grade. And after we go over our art, we work on our recitation. So we are actually on week 10. So this is for 2nd grade. My camera will focus. There we go. So we will go over all of these new questions for week 10 every day, every morning. And then we review the past weeks. So this week we have 9 weeks to review. So we'll do two weeks per day and just go over that. And we do this all year long. So by the time we get to week 32, which this is 2nd grade, so they don't have nearly as much. My 7th grader has a ton to memorize. But once we get to week 32, we're reviewing 31 other weeks memory work throughout the week. So that's how we do it and keep it fresh. And this portion of our morning probably takes about 30 minutes. And then after the kids are done with that, then they can move on to, some of them have already finished their math, and then we do Latin and our composition work. Those are the 3 subjects that I like to get done in the morning. And then we do spelling and history and literature in the afternoon. So we're gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna work on this with my 2nd graders. I have 2 2nd graders this year, and we'll move through the ranks. So this is just my table setup that I want to show you real quick. So I ended up buying, I used to have all of the pencils locked up because the kids would use a new pencil every single day and it would drive me crazy. But then that didn't really solve my problem. The kids were still needing a new pencil every day because they would lose it. And so then I would have to like get up and get the pencils out, and it was a huge interruption in the day. So I bought this pretty spinning caddy, and I bought 1,000,000 pencils, which you can see how many we have gone through at this point. These are all unsharpened. This is sharpened. And you can see the sad state of erasers. I'm sure if you have young kids, you know that they love to chew off the eraser, but we have erasers in here too, yay. So anyway, I have come to the point of acceptance now that I'm gonna have to buy about 150 pencils every 2 to 3 months, and that is just going to be the way it is. But that's okay. It's worth the sanity of not having to get up 5 times a day to get somebody a pencil. So these are always here, and we have regular pencil pickup times throughout the day because I will look around and see that there are 4 or 5 pencils on the floor. So we're all trying here to do our part, but not trying hard enough to actually accomplish that goal. But this has actually saved my sanity a lot. So we also keep the counting bears on the table for the kids that need them, and tissues right now because we are still getting over a cold. This is my cart, my wheelie cart, and this has been a lifesaver. I keep all of the relevant stuff right here in my cart, it's literally right to the left of me. And then I keep a trash can down here too because I'm constantly throwing things away. This is my little station here, and this is like where I operate from. This, and then up at the whiteboard in the afternoon. I do a lot of work up there with my older students. So this is it. Okay, I wanted to show you the difference, the recitation for my 5th and 7th graders, because it's a lot more in depth, obviously, than it is for the 2nd graders. So the recitation questions each week basically cover our Christian studies. It covers ancient history, our ancient studies, classical studies, if I could think right, classical studies. It covers any of the current history that they're learning, and then geography, as well as science. So this week, Louie's learning capitals of Egypt, Sudan, and South Sudan, because that's what he's studying in geography. And then there's usually some review in there too. So if you see for week 10, it says name the 8 planets in order from the sun. So he actually memorized that last year, and my 2nd graders actually have that memorized too. But they throw in the really important stuff as review. So they're going over it each year, the stuff that they really want them to retain. But this is just a great way for them to retain the important information from all of the main subjects. And then here is my 7th graders' work. And so you see he's learning the top questions are the Christian studies, and then what is the monastic order devoted to the teaching of church doctrine and performance of charitable good works. So that's church history. And then the American naval officer did great damage to the British Navy during the Revolutionary War, John Paul Jones. And then at the end, in what part of the mesophyll does photosynthesis take place? Chloroplast. So it just covers a good, like the main key points from each week's lesson. And they keep memorizing that. And it ends up sticking in their brains really, really well. So I love the way that Memoria Press does recitation work. Okay, well, I have everybody occupied with something at the school table. I'm out here in the laundry room. I'm just gonna change over the laundry real quick. Mondays are usually a heavier laundry day for me because I try not to do laundry on Sundays. Sometimes it's inevitable because maybe I miss doing laundry on Saturday, or the catastrophic level is if I forget to do laundry, or not forget. If I choose not to do laundry on Friday and Saturday, I absolutely have to do laundry on Sunday. But thankfully, yesterday I was all caught up, so I took the day off, which was lovely, but that does mean that I have an extra day to get through today. So all of that to say, throughout the day I have to keep running out here to change over the laundry, and then usually what I do is in the afternoon or in the early evening I'll come out and I'll get everything folded. Occasionally, if the kids are working on a longer project at the school table, I can just fold a load while I'm out here, or fold half a load while I'm out here. But usually what ends up happening is I have to spend 20 minutes to 30 minutes in one chunk out here just getting it all folded. And it's really actually, I love laundry. I love coming out here and just spending 20 to 30 minutes because I can listen to a podcast, or I can just listen to some music. It's kind of relaxing at this point. I have made friends with my laundry. So it's actually something that I look forward to now. And because of the wonderful products that I'm using right now, it smells so good out here. It's relaxing to come out to my laundry room. So I really don't feel sorry for me. I love doing laundry. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that laundry over now. Okay, it is noon now, and my husband Ryan is getting ready to come inside. He presides over lunch so that I can take a 1-hour break upstairs in our room and get some work done or go take a walk or basically whatever I want to do. I usually just eat lunch upstairs and do some work on my computer. And he fixes lunch for the kids, and he does science for me, which is a huge blessing. So he does that usually during lunchtime. So we are breaking for about an hour to an hour and a half, and then we will resume studies in the afternoon. So Lewis is the only one still here working diligently. He's trying to get finished up on his Latin. Everyone else has abandoned the table. That's okay though. We got a lot done this morning. I'm pleased with our progress. Mondays are always a little bit hard because everybody's still kind of in weekend mode. I mean, to be honest, I'm still in weekend mode. So Mondays are a little bit difficult to get everybody moving in the right direction, but everybody did well this morning. I'm happy with our progress, and we'll just pick it back up in the afternoon and finish up as much as we possibly can. You know, and then there's always tomorrow. There's always the rest of the week too. So that was my morning in the life of a homeschool mom. Sometimes things don't go perfectly according to plan, but we do our best and we adjust and get as much done as we possibly can every morning. And that's about it. Please like this video, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite parts of your morning routine are. I'm always looking for ways to optimize the routine a little bit, get a little bit more done. But I really feel like a strong morning routine is the, you know, it gets your day started right. If you have a strong morning routine, you can accomplish so much more than if you just kind of approach it as, you know, whatever may come. So I love morning routines. I love talking about morning routines, but I would love to hear what your favorite parts of your morning routine are. So I will see you next time. Bye.